SlowPitch.
He's just fantastic!
Yeah, I've seen that escape act before. Never like that, though. Merlin the Magician, he's the greatest since Houdini.
Here he comes back on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, as any sophisticated Broadway audience knows, no magician can work without props or assistance of some kind. So, before I say goodnight, I'd like you to meet the trusted helpers without whose unseen support the feats of magic you have seen tonight would have been impossible. First, may I present Mope the Rope. Wave hello to our friends out there. That's a good boy.
Look at that! That coil of rope! One end is rising and it's actually waving at us!
Yeah, that's a remix of an old rope trick.
And now, old chap, fetch me my top hat off the rack there, if you don't mind. And my cape.
It's doing it! Reaching over to the rack, bringing the hat to Merlin. Now back to the rack and back to Merlin with the cape.
Thank you, old chap. No self-respecting magician should be caught without his hat and cape. Could be arrested for indecent exposure. That's all for now, Mope. You can go back to sleep. Next, may I present Cosmo the Robot. Say hello to the folks, Cosmo.
Hello to the folks, Cosmo. Hello to the folks,
but he is a very competent fellow and can move as easily as any human. Cosmo, take the table and chair off the stage, will you? Like a good fellow? Thank you. And wait for me backstage. One good thing about Cosmo, he has no mechanical parts or electronic circuits to service.
That's impossible. How can he move?
With Cosmo, what you see is what you get.
Yeah, but I don't get what I see. Why do my black spider sense start tingling at the sight of Mope the Rope and Cosmo the Robot? Oh my God, what an amazing show.
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, meet my trusted friend and companion, flesh and blood like you and me.
SlowPitch.
spider sense.
An extraordinarily clever fellow.
SlowPitch.
He can read, write, figure out mathematical problems, and play a good game of chess.
That's me.
And now that you've met all my friends, I think it's time to be moving along. And so, friends, on behalf of my 3 assistants and myself, I wish to thank you for your kind reception and bid you a fond farewell.
Gee, thanks for a swell evening, Peter. Sure you won't come up for a cup of coffee?
No thanks, MJ. Got some work to do. But I'll see you later, though.
Bye.
Gotta switch into my black Spider-Man outfit and find out why a turntablist, a rope, and a robot got my senses percolated.
Listen.
It is now 2 o'clock in the morning. On the roof of a building next to the university's new science building, we see a very different Merlin.
Those stupid audiences, like the men of academia, cannot accept the evidence of their own eyes. But now, once again, the sacred halls of Ivy will pay for rejecting Merlin Ballantyne's theory of Merlin Ballantyne's theory of Merlin Ballantyne's theory of Merlin Ballantyne's Merlin Ballantyne's theory of mind over matter. The stage is set for the ultimate proof. Right, Cosmo?
The ultimate proof, right?
Without setting foot inside those walls, I have planted a bomb which will be detonated on receipt of a signal from my mind.
Good trick, Merlin.
Spider-Man! How did you know I was here?
I smelled your trail from the theater. Got a few tricks of my own, my friend. So, how did you plant the bomb?
With the aid of my assistants who operate only under my mind control, it was easy. Mope attached himself to the other building and
SlowPitch.
crossed over the rope carrying the bomb and placing it where I wanted it placed.
And Cosmo?
Cosmo, I keep by my side, the protector of my person, so to speak. This procedure has proven infallible in the past.
You mean you're responsible for all the destruction of all those science labs in those colleges across the country? Destruction of knowledge is a terrible thing, an abominable thing.
The work of the abominable showman, you might say. Hey, I like that.
Very funny.
But proving beyond question the supremacy of mind over matter. And now, much as I regret it, you have become an obstacle in my path, an inconsequential conglomeration of matter to be destroyed by the power of my mind.
Gotta keep him busy so he can't set off that bomb. Maybe it's time for a little web action.
Spider-Man?
Wow, he just deflected one of my best web shots with pure mind control.
Now to try a little slinging of my own. Get him, mope!
Now, the rope, fast as a snake. Got my arm, going for my throat. Ha, got it. Now for some badass immobilizing web shit like this. Ha, gotcha. And mope the rope goes Betty bye.
Cosmo!
SlowPitch.
Destroy him!
Hey, thanks for the tip. What? Now a little double backflip like this. Wah! Huh!
Oh, no.
And like this.
Cosmo! Destroy!
Destroy. Destroy.
Ready for you this time, you big tin can. With a double slam web shot. Kapow! And you're done. Happy landing, Cosmo. And as for you, Merlin, here's the old now you see me, now you don't. Whoop-pow! By the time you wake up, that bomb will be long gone. And you'll be stuck in an escape-proof cell where you can contemplate mind over matter for, let's say, life.
Next morning, at the entrance to the science building.
Peter! Peter!
Hey, what's up, MJ?
I thought I'd catch you before class. Did you see this story about Merlin the magician?
What story? Oh, Merlin the magician caught in bombing attempt?
What a tragic ending to the career of a wonderful showman.
Or like he said, the abominable showman.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. That Merlin, he was such a wonderful showman.